Hello, dear readers. Welcome to the course of literature with us. So today we will be talking about the new book which is called To Kill a Mockingbird. Let's go to the context. The author of this wonderful book is Harper Lee. The given book was published in 1960s, and the genre of the given book is historical fiction or Bildungsroman, how we call it, which means that the given book will be talking about psychological, social, and moral features of the main character. What about settings? Everything happened in the US, in the small city called Macomb, Alabama, and it happened in 1930s. And if you remember from your history subject, during 1930s in the US there were a Great Depression. So let's go to the plot of the given book. The story is told by Scott Finch, a young girl growing up in the small town of Macomb. She lives with her brother Jem and her father Atticus Finch, who is the greatest lawyer in the town. And one day, Atticus is asked to defend Tom Robinson, who was accused unfairly of raping a white woman, Mayola Ewell. Even though there is a clear evidence that Tom is innocent, the strong racial prejudice in the town leads to an unfair trial. Despite Atticus' powerful defense, Tom Robinson is found guilty. But that's not the end of the book. At the same time, Scott and Jem are fascinated by their mysterious neighbor, whose name is Boo Rodley, who rarely leaves his house. So they need to find what's wrong with their neighbor. So through these events, our main character, Scott, learns important lessons about justice, prejudice, and understanding others. Why do we need the given book in our curriculum? First of all, because of social injustice. The novel shows how racial prejudice affects the justice system. Tom Robinson's trial reveals that society often judges people based on race rather than truth. Also, it talks about moral courage. Atticus Finch demonstrates bravery by defending Tom Robinson, even though most of the town disagrees with him. And it's talking about empathy. Atticus teaches Scott an important lesson. You never really understand the person until you consider things from his point of view. Also, we can notice loss of innocence in this book. As Scott and Jem grew older, they begin to understand the unfairness and sometimes cruelty in society. And we can see that they are losing this childhood innocence and their pink glasses. So this is actually what symbolizes this book. Characters like Tom Robinson, Boo Radley are like mockingbirds because they are harmless, but society harmed them. Atticus says that it is a sin to kill a mockingbird because they only bring beauty to the world, but there are still some people who are killing them. So let's remember always that we need to be brave, we need to be open-minded, and always try someone's shoes before judging them. Thank you for your attention, dear readers.